Hello, everybody, and good evening. My name is Michael Meng. I'm with Team 11, Kini-Abasi, Brendan, Stella, Obisanya, and Edet. Our project is using data to help artists grow internationally. So Stella, thank you. On the agenda, first I want to give you some context into our team and idea, introduce the artist and our hypothetical plan, explain why we chose the markets we chose, building a profile of our current fans to predict the future audience, and describe a strategy for success in the future. So first of all, our idea, generally speaking, is data-driven international growth strategy for an artist. And then we also saw last year that there was a team that was talking about the Nigerian music market and how that's expanding and has a potential for exporting that is being realized right now. So combining the strengths within our team, we have some local Nigerians, and we have some background in data analysis, music exporting in Europe, and marketing and PR strategizing. So our challenge is, more specifically, can we help an unknown Nigerian artist become famous in Europe? And if so, how? So next slide, please, Stella. Yes. So first, we wanted to pick an artist that is nationally known in Nigeria, but is relatively unknown in Europe. So we think there's a potential for them to become more popular. So our methodology, first, we explained the 5 most popular Afrobeats artists in Europe by using data from Chartmetric and who their audience is. We use that information to create a fan profile and build a high-level plan to follow this fan journey. So just a quick background on our artist. His name is Lil Kesh. He's a rapper. He raps a lot in the local language in Western Nigeria, which is called Yoruba. You can see on the right, there's a graph that shows his streaming numbers on YouTube relative to some other Nigerian artists. So I won't go too much into this, but that's just a little background on Lil Kesh. So we wanted to really make sure that we pick the right market for expansion. So in Chartmetric, we used local knowledge of the Nigerian team to pick a list of 5 internationally known Nigerian artists. Their names are at the bottom of the box there. And this Chartmetric data shows that the 3 most popular cities that we found for these artists were Paris and Amsterdam, especially, and then also Rotterdam. So now I'll hand it off to Stella.
Thanks, Michael. So we know that for an artist, the most important thing is to connect to their audience. So we wanted to really have a fan-centered approach. So we wanted to, of course, use data to back up our research and to understand which were the market that were more likely to have an interest in Lil Kesh. But at the same time, we wanted to make sure that the audience was aligned with their values. So we used Chartmetric and audience to build this audience, this profile. So the methodology was, of course, using always the 5 Afrobeats artists that we use as a benchmarking and trying to understand what were the patterns within their fans and what were their interests and what were the trends within their audience. So we could understand a little bit more about our future audience, so Lil Kesh future audience. So what's most important about the audience is their values, their personality. And what we found out is that they are imaginative, they are joyful people, they want to share joy with the world, and their values are independence, having finding pleasure in life, and they have a desire for sophistication. So these are like some of the trends and some of the interests that we identified. They have a lot of presence on social media. They are likely to understand a little bit more of brands online and of artists as well. So they would follow them on TikTok, on Instagram, and the values are a lot of something like love, excitement, harmony, and they are really so that's why we have approached this for having our strategy. And for succeeding in Amsterdam, Rotterdam, and Paris, we followed the natural whole journey of the fund. So for example, to build awareness, we said that a Lil Cash should probably release a single every 2 months to just build on the excitement and just start building their fan audience and their fan base. So of course they have to do like social media presence, content creation, local PR activity, and across these 3 years, their audience will grow, and they will build not only awareness, interest, engagement, and advocacy. And the KPIs.
I have to stop you.
Okay, sorry.
Timer.
Thank you.
We will now take 3 minutes of questions from the judges.
I have a question. So congratulations, that was fantastic. I love your focus on the audience to build the strategy from. I was wondering how that really rich audience understanding that you got from audience, how did that help you come up with the plan? How much of the plan was based on that?
I'll go with the answer. So we have used audience to understand which were the, for example, the most used social media, and that's why social media marketing has come first in our initiatives, in our plan, because of course social media is like at the moment is the most effective means to reach audiences right now, and of course in the content creation as well, we thought that creating our website newsletter to always keep the fans in the loop and updating them on the events that are happening locally, it would be great to just starting building the audience, and that would change in the purpose. So in the beginning it will build awareness, but then in the end it will start growing advocacy, and people will just become aware, but also fans and ambassador of the artist.
Great, we have some more time left.
I have a question. It was a really great presentation. I really enjoyed that. It was a bit of shame that we didn't have too much time, so much time left to hear the final success strategy. How do you think that you could bring this to life in terms of a business, or how could you bring this to the market? Have you thought about that? How others could tap into this?
Do you want to go for it, Michael, or you?
I'm sorry, I'm not sure I understood the question fully.
So let's say that I have 3 artists and I would like to access this and have a similar case study done on my artists, or how would I do that? Which is it a product that you are building, or is it an agency, or how do you envision that this would come to life?
I think that it's more of a methodology, and I guess we didn't think so much of it as a business, as it was more of like a research question. So I mean, I think that it is scalable to a business idea, maybe in the form of like a consultancy, right? Like a marketing agency, consultancy. But really what we wanted to do was like back up our suggestions with numbers. So first that comes in the form of seeing like the numbers of fans of, let's say, like similar artists in a space that the artist in question is not broken into yet. And then additionally, beyond the numbers, actually looking at like the profile of these people with audience, and then using that to maybe extrapolate, like, I don't know, like one thing we saw on the audience platform was that they're more impulsive than the average consumer. So whatever that means, whatever that can be extrapolated to.
I'm gonna have to stop you there, Michael.
Sure.
Thank you.